Hi, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. And this is the live stream, the fourth Wednesday of every month. I come together with the community here on YouTube and offer the short and sweet experience of group Reiki. I keep this as simple as possible. I do believe that healing can be as segmented and complicated as we want it to be, or it can be as simple and straightforward as we allow it to be. And so we begin. Here we are. What has been so much on my mind, I just talked about this on Monday at the meditation class, is finding light, like finding this relief, finding the flow, and then noticing all the cobwebs and kind of like the dust and the stagnation of things. And so like with this like new refreshing experience, I'm able to notice maybe a little bit of like the why, but like why things were not in the flow before, or maybe it's just my freshness is wanting to flow into those areas also. Monday we talked about that Rumi lesson about the darkness in a room. Instead of the effort of trying to remove the darkness, we are much better invested in just allowing light in. And that sort of has flowed into this extra lesson of like, after we let the light in, then like we notice all these things and it can take us into this next layer of healing, or it's a little bit of that sample of energy that can maybe like loop us into and invite us into negative self-talk, or feeling like it's hopeless, or like, oh, one more thing to do. So today's Reiki session here in this moment is focused on finding that flow without judgment. We're going to run through some areas of life, checking in with a story, checking in with a thought, an affirmation, offering an affirmation for each kind of major area of life, and noticing how we feel about that. I'm going to be noticing how I feel. I'm inviting you to notice how you feel. And notice the resistance, maybe the negative story that pops up, maybe the resistance in the form of deflection. And without exception, resistance to the flow is healed by forgiveness. Forgiveness of the experience, forgiveness of the event, the action, forgiveness to ourself, forgiveness to a higher power. There's usually one of those things on the list. Usually it's a little combination of a lot of things. Maybe there's other parts of the story. The Reiki is this healing practice that really is just noticing the flow of life, the flow of chi, the flow of life force, the flow of prana, spirit, the Holy Spirit, good vibes, bad vibes, just finding a way through it all. And Reiki is not about me giving other people energy or taking energy from other people and even shifting it around and giving it back to them. It's simply just believing in the simplicity of the flow. The first area of life to give attention to is that area of our health and our wellness. Do we have resistance anywhere in that? A system that might not be working optimally, an area of the body. Establishing a routine, exercise, diet, hydration, sleep. Mentioning a flow, saying that this should be simple. Is there resistance? Is there a story that you want to share immediately? And that is the flow that you're moving with. Maybe bouncing around or maybe just sort of stagnating in this still water. Who can we forgive? What can we forgive? Simply letting go of a story, a struggle, talking about something else. What it is that you want. Even as simple as I want to be able to walk to the mailbox. I want to be able to eat a meal, sleep through the night, wake up rejuvenated, have clearer skin, be able to play with my kids. What is it you want? Notice the resistance. You can stay with this area of life. If this resonates with you, hands on the heart, help heal that story, support the body, support the mind, support the spirit. And if you're ready to move on, the next topic is relationships. This area of life includes our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with our community, our loved ones, our family, friends, community, business associates, the work environment, we should give and receive love freely. Where is that resistance? Who is that person? What is that thing you don't want to happen again? Relationships are about trust. Moving on is about forgiveness. And when we move on, when we offer forgiveness, we then can kind of roll over that barrier of the story we used to tell. Can't trust this person, or that doesn't ever work out. And when we offer that forgiveness and truly feel it, instead of dragging around this baggage, hiding behind this hurt, we then have this wisdom that's like, oh yeah, I gotta have boundaries. Oh yeah, I can't give more than I get. Oh yeah, I need to know what is valuable to me. I need to have a value on myself. Letting that energy, letting those stories come up is how we allow them to be healed so we can connect to that wisdom. And what can we just begin to forgive? It doesn't make what happened to us right or wrong. We simply just lay down that rope, that tug of war that's taking so much of our energy. We stop building the wall to hide behind, and we have all of that energy back for living our life, developing better relationships. And you can stay here, hand on heart, hold that in. Two more areas to look at. The next one is being connected to our purpose. Do we feel as though we are connected to our purpose? Do we feel satisfied with our efforts for the day? Do we feel like they are nourishing our heart? Do we understand the other pieces that are part of our day that help us create our purpose? Do we have a plan? Who can we forgive that maybe discouraged us as a child, disconnected us from that joy. Was it an event? Was it just a circumstance? Maybe it was all of them and more. Who can we begin to forgive? Let all of that strife go. Remember the joy, find the joy. All of that comes after the forgiveness. Hand on the heart if you're staying here, thinking about purpose, connection, joy, nourishing behavior. And the last topic we will speak about that is one of those major categories of life is the financial flow. What if I said we all can make $10,000 every 10 days? What's the story that comes up? Why is there resistance? Maybe that's not enough. Maybe you need $25,000 every 10 days. Maybe you need $10,000 every day. When we are out of alignment with our purpose, with our connections to others, this shows up in our health and it shows up in our wealth, which are just indications of the alignment within ourself. Making money is easy. Maybe there's a story that you want to tell about that. Is it positive and encouraging? But then why stick with that story if it's not? When we remove all resistance, the only thing left is flow. We need direction. We need forgiveness. We need community of some kind. And these are the aspects that help us see the flow of the chi, the Reiki, the prana, the life force, our spirit, our purpose, our self with a capital S. We take all those things and combine them with some more. We start to see how layered our experience is as a human. And we might be able to start to see a pattern, a deeper story, a deeper hurt. And this is when we let in that light and we notice maybe some shadows, we notice some extra dark corners, we notice cobwebs and dust and clutter. This means we are ready to heal those things. We can see them now. Who else can I forgive? It's usually a great place to start. I invite everyone. I have my eyes closed, so I'm not sure who is here. But if you are here, when you find this later in this moment, I'm going to invite you to we'll all have our hands on our heart. And taking a deep breath and feeling that pressure of the hands, the support, maybe the weight of the body, the shoulders, the ribs. Just move that a little, shift that a little. The deeper breath that we take, the bigger squeeze we have around our heart. This is a great time as we close to grab a piece of paper and a writing utensil and journal. Write down maybe what you noticed, maybe what stands out the most, something I said, something you heard, something you felt, something you want to know more about, an emotion, where you might be feeling that emotion in the body. And something that came up about maybe one of those areas of life I mentioned, maybe you have another one in mind. Maybe it's a great time to journal about forgiveness in those areas or that area. And here I am. Thank you for all the messages. I see hearts and little funny pictures. Thank you. I am going to spend a moment to journal, and I hope you do the same. Please reach out if you have any questions. This is just me here sharing my thoughts, my journey, my experience, offering guidance. And I love questions and I love connecting. So please reach out. My email address is say hello at alignwithsarah.com. Just like this YouTube channel. My website is alignwithsarah.com. It does have quite a few helpful downloadable resources for helping to prompt that inner healing that helps with so much. All right, thank you for being here, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye now.